Keep this in mind. The average vehicle that was bought in a dealership last month, about $32,500. That's the average price paid. Well, according to the Alliance for Auto Manufacturers, which is a trade group of all of the domestic and foreign automakers, they believe that if these auto tariffs that have been threatened of 25% go through, the average price for a vehicle in a dealership will go up nearly $6,000. That in turn will lead to 1 to 2 million fewer vehicles sold over the next couple of years, and ultimately to 195,000 auto industry jobs being lost. Here is the CEO of AutoNation talking about just how damaging he believes auto tariffs would be.
Automotive tariffs will make steel tariffs look like a company picnic where everybody's kissing and hugging. This will unleash, if it comes about, a real trade war because the numbers are just so much bigger.
You want some numbers to look at? Consider this. We are on pace for our 4th straight year of auto sales above 17 million vehicles. That's if the pace of sales this year continues to hold up. This would be the 4th straight year with sales above 17 million vehicles. But as you take a look at shares of the automakers, we're going to look first at the domestic and then at some of the European automakers. Remember that this is an industry that is already grappling with the fact that we're 8 years into a growth cycle, far longer than people expected in terms of the auto industry and what we've usually seen. So if you think that we're going to see a downturn and then you add tariffs on top of it, that's the concern, and that's the reason why you, especially the European automakers, look at the pressure that they're under, Carl, because people are looking at these tariffs and saying, this would be incredibly damaging to business here in the United States.
Phil, would used car prices benefit in a scenario like that? Does that suddenly give a jolt to that market or not really?
Sure. I bet you there would be people, David, who would say, you know what, I'm not paying $600 a month for a new vehicle. Can I pay about $100 to $150 less per month? And that's really ultimately why people decide to buy a car. How much can I afford per month? And if it's $100 to $150, which it generally is to go used, you will see people go from the new market down to the used market. That might push up used prices a little bit, but there's a lot of volume down there right now with all of these vehicles coming off lease.
Finally, Jackson made the additional point this morning, Phil, that you put, I think he was talking BMW and Mercedes together. They assemble about as much in this country as they import.
Yeah, but and more so. I mean, you're looking at, between the two of them, back of the envelope math, about 900,000 to 1 million vehicles assembled here in the United States, and most of those are exported primarily to China, but to some other markets as well. So they are a huge exporter of vehicles from here in the United States.
So, Phil, my question is, can the president's plan work? I mean, if he does impose those tariffs, are we going to see a whole lot more investment and manufacturing facilities from the Europeans in this country to sell their cars here?
I'm not sure how much more investment you will see from the European automakers. Right now, they are primarily selling SUVs in the United States that are built in the United States. You're looking at about 500,000 German automobiles that are imported to the U.S. Those are high-end sedans. I'm not sure that you would see, let's say, BMW bring a plant over here to build just sedans. The sedan market is slowing down. It's somewhat limited volume. And so I think they would think twice about whether or not they want to do that.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.